Hello, my name is Nigel and you found Älkëmï. In a moment, I am going to shift into warp speed for each zodiac sign. Timestamps will be in the description box, so you can click your way around the zodiac depending on what you follow. Some people follow their Venus and their moon and their rising, and I do my sun, my Mars, and my stellium. If you have no idea what your chart looks like, go to any natal chart generator on the web, and it could give you a description about your basic chart. Okay, enough talk. I will see you all on the other side. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. Let's see now. Let's start with spirit self, okay? We have the element of fire, which is your element. It says strong emotion, passionate, love, or hate. And I always say that fire signs do everything with a passion, whether they love you or they hate you. It's in a passionate way, right? And that's under self, so that makes sense. And it says health, an excellent time to start an exercise program. For sure. Okay. Maybe you have started an exercise program. Maybe you're thinking about it. For it to come up like this, it's probably something you're either thinking about, or if you're already doing exercise, you're thinking about making it a little bit more strenuous or more challenging. But there is a fire element to you this month that is really nice to see. So we have here in advice, we have a lot of different things here in advice. You have the advice is to have a light-hearted, carefree time. You did pull the romance card, so the romance card is on the table for advice too. So have as many light-hearted, romantic moments as you can, because right on top of this you have the yes coin. You pulled yes, so this is a yes. Now, also, the advice is to be careful with your spending this month, as you can see with this charm. So with your romance, it's interesting. You pulled a lot here under love and partnerships. And it does say someone might get you to do something that you don't want to do, or that they might do something against you. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. This could be something against you. This could be something that you just don't want to do. I know it sounds ominous. It doesn't have to be. It could just simply be somebody asking you to do something that you really don't want to do and trying to persuade you. With all this here, I'm not worried about it, because you pulled the wisdom card here. It says wisdom, but more than that, you have two keys. You have two keys. You also have, let's see, what is this? Live your dream. You have wisdom, two keys, live your dream. Now, somebody may try to get you to do something that is alien to you, something that you just can't fathom doing, and you just immediately do not want to do it. And it's either that, or it could be someone that falls under the sign of Aquarius, if that makes sense. And it doesn't mean that this person's bad or that they're out to get you or anything. It just simply could be something that you don't want to do, and you're honestly asking not to do, because you have the wisdom and you have both keys here. So I wouldn't worry about that. Now, under social life, you have vacation and future. So you might be planning something, a vacation for the future, something that you've always dreamed of with the star here, for sure. It could be something that you're thinking about that is one of those vacations of a lifetime. And you might be in the planning stages of it right now. You have here, under career and business, it says increase your efforts and you will achieve your goals, for sure. And there is the opportunity card. And with the opportunity card here, with the boot, I'm telling you, something's going to happen this month, and you're going to have an opportunity, and it's going to be something like you need to grab onto it right away. It's a new opportunity, and it has something to do with your career. Here in finances. What is this? It says love, coinage, and adventure. I don't know if you could see that. Probably not. I could barely see it. Love, coinage, and adventure. With the vacation card there, I could see that the extra money that you'll be making. It says a change for the better. So if you've been waiting for a change for the better, this is your sign here. And you have intuition along with the wisdom. It's straight across from each other. I think these things are connected. You have also the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is going to change. Your intuition is guiding you. You have the keys. You have the wisdom to go about something and grab onto an opportunity here, Aries. So I would absolutely, definitely grab onto this. All in all, it looks like a good month. Definitely grab onto this. And at the bottom of the deck here, you have sexuality. So yeah, with the fire element here, it doesn't surprise me, especially with this romance card. So you're in for an interesting month. At least some of you are. I know that in your general reading, I think it was your general, no, it was your weekly reading. There was someone or a group of someones, and I really think it was a small group of you who were going through something really bad. And I did ask you to please leave in the comments who you are so I could offer you some sort of free guidance. If that was you, please go back to that reading and leave a comment and let me know if that reading sounded like your situation. Okay, Aries, have a beautiful, beautiful holiday. Namaste. Okay, Taurus, welcome to your reading. Let's get started. Let's start with self. You do have communication, obstacles to overcome, and someone is extremely stubborn. So you might be dealing with someone in your life who is pretty close to you, who is very stubborn, who you need to communicate with. You might be having problems with this person. Of course, the stubborn person might be you, Taurus. Just saying. You're not exactly not stubborn as a sign. So keep that in mind here. And it does fall under self. So, yes, you could be dealing with a stubborn person, but this is telling you to pretty much try to communicate, not be so stubborn. And you do have obstacles to overcome. So over here in guidance, you have, it says future, wisdom, vacation. You might want to, maybe you're in the middle of planning a vacation. You might very well be, you might be taking a vacation, planning a vacation. You have thoughts of the future. And what's interesting here is that you have the snake and it's coming straight from you down the middle between these two things. And sometimes I do see the snake and I see, sneaky behavior. But in this case, I think it's almost like the spirit is asking you to shed a skin. There's some sort of thing you need to get rid of. Something you need to get rid of here. And it goes right between you and guidance. So we'll come back to that, I'm sure. Now over here with love and romance, there is a man, and that of course could be you if you are indeed a man, or it could be the person that you are interested in. But there is a man involved somehow here in your love and romance. Maybe you're trying to manifest a man. Maybe you're trying to manifest something as a man. And here's the travel card again. So yeah, I mean, if you're planning a vacation, there is something that might manifest while you're traveling. And it might have something to do with a man that has nothing to do with romance. Maybe a man introduces you to someone. But there is a man involved in this in some way. So now, over here in your social life, it does say prosperity. So prosperity in your social life is a nice group of friends. And here it's strong emotion, passionate love. But, very close. I mean, in between these two things, on the line, on this line, pretty close to you, is the Seven of Swords. And it's also the snake is here. Now, for some of you, you might be doing something sneaky. There might be something sneaky going on. I'm not judging you. Maybe you need to be sneaky in this situation. I don't see great warnings here about it at all. It's just a mention of it. You do have the Seven of Swords in between others and love. And you do have the snake here. And the snake could be shedding his skin, or it could be, especially with the Seven of Swords here, could be sneaky behavior. And it's close to you. Now, I'm not sure why I'm not feeling like it's someone else towards you. I think that you might be doing something subversive, but let's see. Let's keep going here. You have under career, you have caterpillar, and a change is coming. And right on top of the caterpillar, you have the yes. And the coin toss, you chose yes. And it says twists and turns. Yes, there'll be twists and turns. You're going through a metamorphosis of some kind, of some sort of change. And yes, it's a good change. It is a good change. So don't worry about that. Here under finances and wealth, you have a journey, physical or mental, another journey card. You might be spending some of your finances on this. It's been mentioned 3 times, a vacation or a journey of some kind. It does say difficult times. You might be going through some difficult times with your finances or trying to figure something out. It's not a huge warning. It's not like, oh my God, you're going to be destitute or you're going to be going through a terrible time. It's not like that. You might be going through a difficult time with decision making with your finances. That's all. But you are planning this great vacation. Your love life looks like it looks like it has potential for sure. And over here, you have under health and well-being, you have pay attention to your health. How great is that? That's just absolutely on point. You have pay attention to your health, and there is some sort of achievement. And there is a warning about spending too much money. Okay, with the difficult times. Listen, like I said, I don't see it as a huge warning. It's just a sort of a tap on the shoulder saying, hey, you might be going overboard here. Something like that, right? This did flip. This was a 10. And a 10 is closing out a cycle. So you might be closing out a cycle here, achieving something, and it is affecting your health, mental or otherwise. A lot of times we close out cycles, like our children go off to college. That's closing out a cycle. It's great, it's wonderful, but it's there are growing pains involved. Same thing with selling a business, or going from one job to another, a job that maybe you really loved and you know that you're doing the right thing, but you're going to miss the people there, whatever. When you're closing out a cycle, sometimes there are things that come with it, right? You do have, listen, so far you have 3 signs of someone who might be doing something less than ethical. I don't know if that's even the right word, the right wording. You could be doing something to protect yourself. This, like I said, I don't see any big, bad vibes here. But there's 3 signs here between this, and this of someone who is either not telling the truth or holding back the truth or doing something that nobody knows about. And like I said, this could be a self-protective thing, but it's definitely here. You do have this exorcism charm that, I did mention something about it shedding its skin. You do have to, there is something you need to get rid of that's in your life. It has to go. It's time. And like I said, it could be any of the things I mentioned, the good things just, it's time to move on type thing, right? You do have the star here. So between health and home and family, there might be something going on with your home and family that you need to resolve. But with the star here, there is a lot of hope. And you do have commitment at the bottom of the deck. So in your love life, you could receive the commitment that you're looking for if that's what you want, or you could be giving the commitment that someone else is looking for. There is some, interesting activity. You should let me know whether this is you or someone else. There are 3 signs. It's a triangle around you of, you know, something that isn't what it seems. So if it's you, I don't care. I'm just curious. Now you just have me curious. If it's you, I'm just curious to know what this is. And if it's not you, if it's someone else, then I guess you should be careful. I'm being called to pull one more card, and I think I'm going to... I'll pull one of these. Show me for Taurus, please. Show me for Taurus. Ask your body. And at the bottom of the deck, we have connect to the heart. So connect to the heart and ask your body. And I told you something about your health. Pay attention to your health. If you're having problems, this might just be for one of you. If you're having problems with your heart, you really need to pay attention to the signs that your body's giving you. There might be a problem with your heart, honestly. There's something going on with your body that you need to pay attention to. And like I said, don't freak out. It's not a big giant warning. Just check in with your medical professional, or if you do have some sort of a problem with your heart, really listen to your body and let your body tell you when you need to see a doctor for sure. I hope this helped. I will see you during your serpent reading. Big hugs, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. Let's look at everything. You have, under spirit and self, you have unicorn. It says use your excuse me, use your intuition. And there is a plan in place, or that maybe you're planning something, or the spirit could be telling you to plan something, to use your intuition to formulate a plan. You do have the compass over here, and the compass tells us which direction to go. And so I'm thinking that maybe spirit is telling you to use your internal compass, your intuition, to put a plan in place. Don't float around without a plan. A plan seems to be important, at least this month. Under guidance, you have successfully overcoming a problem with the white rose, and the white rose is hope. So, yeah, I mean, what's interesting is that, yes, in the end, you will overcome this problem. There is hope. But you do have this major life change here, and it has something to do with something that was in your life with this dinosaur charm. Something that was in your life for a long time that is changing. The butterfly indicates change, metamorphosis, right? So there's major change here with the butterfly, the change card, and the dinosaur, and it's something that's been around for quite a while. Here you also have this. Now this major life change could be something that's alien to you, or it could be something to do with an Aquarian in your life. You do have this this charm that I consider to be the charm of a liar, or somebody that's withholding the truth. And you could be withholding the truth for a good reason. It's very close to you right here. So you're keeping something very close to the chest. And there are times that we do that for self-protective purposes, and there are times we do that to be devious. And it's right next to the owl. If you look at this is an owl, and the owl is right in dead center. So that's somebody that's smart and very wise. So you have this thing dead center that's making you very smart and wise next to a lie of some kind, next to the sign of Aquarius. So I mean, it could very well have to do with a relationship in your life. You do have between home and self, you do have a pet symbol. So you might have a pet or two in your life that you really love. You have, let's keep looking, under love and relationships. It says great worry over nothing, but I'll tell you what I see here, because you have the reflection card, and you also have the whale. And the whale, what does the whale do? The whale goes deep, gets its nourishment, gets what it needs from that depth, and then it comes up, and before it takes that first breath of air, it has what it looked for. And with the reflection card, I'm thinking that Spirit is asking you to reflect on something. And right on top of reflection, we have love. So what you're being asked, especially since it fell in the love and relationships section, is to reflect deeply on a love situation before you make a decision. Here in your circle of people, there is something that you're trying to manifest. And Spirit is trying to tell you to be careful who you share your manifestations with verbally, because there's a rat in your circle, somebody that you can't trust. Maybe that's who you're keeping secrets from. Like I said, sometimes it's, it's something that we do to protect ourselves. So we have a rat. Keep your manifestations to yourself, which you may be doing. You have under career, it says that a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser. So you're going to be, and you have the challenge card here. And the challenge card with the elephant card means that you are currently having issues with your career, or you will have issues with your career. And maybe this compass is telling you to change gears in some way. Let's look at your wealth. But you see, the good news is you have wealth here. And with wealth, right on top of it, you have the key. So you have the key to wealth here somehow. And you have the opportunities card as well. So the opportunities card is here to, with your wealth, you may be having problems with your career, but I'm telling you, you're also going to have an opportunity. You have the key to this opportunity. And I didn't look at this one. It says live your dream. And that's between your career and your love life. Interesting. Very interesting. With the opportunity, this opportunity, you may end up hiding this opportunity. And this is another card of, subversive behavior. Right? Keeping something close to the chest. You have protection here, but you have this sword that points down to this person, and this card of not being completely honest. And you also have this rat card. So there is a warning here, for sure, that tells you to be careful with, your situation. You do have someone among you that you need to be careful from, but I think you're aware of it because, look, you're the owl. You're definitely wise in this situation. The bottom of the deck, you have difficult times, right? But it does say, be on your guard against unforeseen stuff. And with this rat, I would say so. Now, with all that said, I don't see any big, huge things, but I do see you being very self-protective this month, and it looks like it might be warranted. Oh, by the way, you do have the number 5 here. Well, we didn't go into this yet. Let's continue, but just be careful. All right, there is something here that you need to be careful with. But here we have under health and well-being, it says shrewdness and resourcefulness. That's probably what this is. It's very resourceful. Will lead you to sunshine. There is a number 5 in this. Like 5 is the month of May. It could be the 5th of the month. It could be the number of people involved. Keep the number 5 in your pocket this month, and let me know what it means to you at month's end. You do have on home and family. You have happiness and travel. You might find happiness traveling away from family. I mean, honestly, you might do much better if you travel away from certain people. I'm really getting the feeling that this, let me see, this change, this person is close around you, that this rat is close around you, somewhat close. You need to be careful. Let me see if I can pull one more card for you. I should just keep these out, but I don't do anything the easy way here. Let me just grab the rest of these cards. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Show me one more card for Gemini. This one wanted to come out. And we have protection. What did I tell you? You were protected. You had this Saint Michael, right? And it's not the first time you had the protection symbol. So you do have protection this month. And if you notice, I'm drawn to his face. It almost looks like he has a hand over his mouth telling him not to speak. Be careful who you trust this month. Namaste, Gemini. I will see you during your serpent reading. Big hugs. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your charm reading. This will be a charm oracle reading, so let's get started. What we have here, let's start with self, okay? So in the self category, which is your spirit self, it says a marriage will take place, either a romance or a business. So this is a partnership in some way. Or some sort of start of a business. As we go along the reading, we'll get an overall vibe for everything. And this one says taking a vacation physically or mentally. In this situation, I really believe it's more of a mental break. You need a break from something. You need time to think. Here, underneath these, trying to do this without disturbing the charms too much, we do have communication. And it says a reunion could bring love or rekindle a friendship, a lucky win. So honestly, for some of you, this absolutely could be romance. For others of you, it's communication for a business. But like I said, as we go through the reading and we finish everything out, we'll really get a good idea of things. Here we have Saint Michael. So if you are into the protection of Saint Michael, he is certainly present here, and he's right next to your spirit self. There is the sign of Scorpio with this charm being present, and that is obviously could be a Scorpio or somebody who has Scorpio highly aspected in their chart that is somehow close with you. You could have Scorpio highly aspected in your chart, or the time of Scorpio. Something could have taken place to set everything in motion, and obviously it's going to be different for each of you. So here we have advice, guidance. We have pay attention to your health, and to amplify that, we do have the health card here. So your health is going to become is an issue. Now that could mean something simple as a flu that's extended. It could be you need to go for a checkup and check your health, or it could be your mental health. You could be very stressed out and it could be impacting your body. But your health is definitely highly aspected in this reading, so if I were you, I would definitely look into that. You also have the sign of Leo here, but more than that, it is the Sun card, which illuminates something. And you know, it could mean a lot of things in a lot of different readings, but with these health cards, I really think something's being illuminated to you. There might be a situation in your life that is impacting your health. Now, sorry about that. In love and relationships, on the border, we have, where is it? Drum roll, please. The sign of Aquarius. I love when you come out in your own readings, Aquarius, because as I'm looking at these charms, you've come out at least 3 times. I haven't looked at all of them yet, but at least 3 times. Now, under love and romance, you also have an amethyst, and I always look at this like it is also the sign of Aquarius. Now, that is a very strong facilitator in something. You have also the surprise card and the passion card. Fire. So there's a passionate love, and this is in your love column. So there is something to do with love and passion on the table here for you, Aquarius. It's just pretty difficult to not comment on. Now, in your social life / others, which basically just means your social circle, your friend group, or it even could be your family, but lesser so. You have great passion, another great passion card, and the card of change. So with these cards, you have passion, change, surprise. You should be expecting some sort of passionate surprise this month, and it's very exciting. Obviously, I'm an Aquarian, so I'm really happy to see all this. Okay, moving on. Under career, you do have the stone of enrichment and fertility. This is the charm that I look at to notice long-term stability. You also have the charm of courage. With the charm of courage and financial stability, you're being asked to step into some sort of power or role that might take some courage. Maybe it could be that something that you're trying to accomplish in your life is a little bit out of your comfort zone, and you need to step into a courageous skin, or you need to take a leap of faith. Now, you have here success assured with good plans and hard work, and that is beautiful to have in your career. And you also have major life change. Yeah, this is definitely major life change, great success, long-term happiness, courage. It's all self-explanatory, especially to an Aquarian. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Aquarius. I know you do. So here in money, this is money and finances. Let's see. You have a sincere wish will be granted. My God, you couldn't ask for a better reading. This is great. I love when Aquarians get good readings. If you're an Aquarian moon or rising, this absolutely could apply to you. Check your stelliums, because that's super important as well. Now, you have, in your career and finances, you have, let's see, I don't even know where to begin. It says reinvent yourself. So remember I said it's going to take courage to do something that maybe you may feel a little uncomfortable with. Well, it says reinvent yourself. Step into a new skin here. This is really an important theme for this reading as far as your money and finances and future growth go. Here towards the middle. Now, the middle here is where you reside, okay? So you have, what is this? Let's see. You have Libra. So towards the middle, you're either finding more balance in your mental state or your life, or you will be. That's right on top of you. So this is coming very, very soon, okay? You also have the sun again. Something's going to be illuminated to you. You know, I read the tarot cards mixed in with the charms differently for each reading. But I do think something's going to be illuminated to you that's been gnawing at you for a very long time. There might be a truth that's revealed, okay, with the dinosaur here. Something that is old, something that's been lingering. I'm not saying it's bad. It could be, whatever it is, it's information that's going to help you mushroom and blossom, because the mushroom is here. And you have also the ruby, and the ruby in this particular situation, as you can see, this doesn't look like a ruby, right? It looks like it just looks like a rock. If you were walking down the street, you'd walk right past it. That's a message for you, not to overlook something. There is something that you might be tempted to overlook, or something that you're not looking at carefully enough. It's not a warning, but there's value in this thing, and this is something that you need to look at. Let's move on to your health here. Let's see, where are we? Wow, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so you have the sign of Sagittarius here. So there's a lot here, and I'm trying to read each thing without... All right, let me start with the cards. You have the key, successful outcome to your problems. You also have nature. So apparently nature, getting out in nature is very good for you. Going hiking, being outside, meditating in a nature zone. It could be as simple as being in front of a window that looks beautiful, with winter scenery, or obviously lush with green scenery, depending on where you're listening from. But something to do with nature is going to improve your health, and there's an outcome that's very good. So if you're having bad health in some way, the outcome looks good. You do have a key here, and there is something that's pointing, right? You have an arrow that's pointing along with the Sagittarius bow. So you have your health pointing to your money. So there's, for some of you anyway, there's obviously something going on with your money that's impacting your health. It's impacting your mental health. It's impacting your physical health. It's pointing in that direction. It's telling you that you definitely have the key here. You have, what does it say? She did it anyway. Yeah. There might be something that in your life that, and it does make sense with all this stuff here, stepping into a new skin, leveling up, going out of your comfort zone. She did it anyway. Once you start opening yourself up like that, it seems that your health, mental or physical or both, it starts to blossom. It starts to feel better. You may be in a situation where you don't realize how tired or how depressed or how ill you are until all of a sudden you feel better, and you're like, my God, I really did feel bad for a very long time, so much so that I didn't realize I was sick. Right? So for sure. And you also have, what is this? You have the tiger's eye, protection. So you are protected in some way here, Aquarius. And I always see any protection symbol, and you do have it here as well. By the way, you have protection twice, as some. It could be a spirit or entity that you pray to. It could be somebody on the other side that has passed on, that is looking out for you, or it could be the universe at large. But whatever it is, you have it highly aspected. Along with all these other great cards. And you have here, in between health and family, you have the success. It says make a wish. Success is guaranteed. And what is that? A star. And what does the star represent? It represents Aquarius. So how many times is that Aquarius? At least there's three times you are mentioned in some way in this reading. And I believe there's one more. So here, as we're moving on here, we have, as far as family, you might be planning something with family this month, and it's going to be fun. Whatever it is, you're doing something fun with people that you really love. You have, here it is. Here you are again. You can be the alien that you were meant to be around these people. It could be just part of the month. You know, we all have stressful situations with certain family members that we're not happy with. But there is going to be something blocked off this month with people who you really love. You have here, you have the euro. You have a euro, $2. You could look at this either way, right? It could be a coin toss that lands on tails. But mostly I look at this as some sort of travel, right? You could be traveling somewhere. It doesn't have to be Europe. It doesn't have to be overseas. But it's some sort of travel might be indicated, even if it's to the next state. or it's just somewhere where you're not usually at, somewhere that you're going to have a good time. There's something good going on here, Aquarius. And I'm very happy to see this. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck we have, we have romance. There's something going on, for sure. I mean, there's too much here. There's way too much here to just blow it off or say, oh, it might mean something else. It definitely doesn't mean something else. There's something going on. There's some kind of thing that starts, a surprise that comes your way. This is great. I love it, love it, love it. I always report the truth. And, you know, some people accuse me of being a negative reader. And if being a negative reader means I just read what's on the table and it's not good, then I guess I am. But this is a great reading. And let's see. Give me one for Aquarius. Just one. You have childhood. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, what do we have here? What do we have, Aquarius? Protection again. So yeah, childhood. I mean, it could mean as you're slipping into this dynamic with someone, maybe you're going away somewhere with people you love and you're able to feel childlike again. Maybe there's a child in your life and you're sharing that moment with them. Either way, you're protected. Again, there's 4 signs of Aquarius on the table. There's 3 signs of protection here on the table. And there are many signs of a passionate new beginning with something. This could be something that's already in your life or something brand new, but it does say surprise. So you're going to be surprised about something this month, and it's going to be a good surprise. You also have this serious potential with your career and money, and the only caveat is to not stay in your comfort zone. Take a chance, take a leap of faith. You might be surprised at the outcome, Aquarius. I wish you all the luck. I will see you during your serpent reading. Namaste. Okay, Sagittarius, let's look at your reading. There's a lot here, a lot of different things. I think that this month is going to be busy in some way for you. Maybe busy with a lot of different types of energies all at once, but let's get started. We have here, this is self. It says feeling tied down or frustrated. You might be frustrated with some aspect of your life that's making you feel stuck, tied down. There are challenges here, okay? You have challenges to overcome with the challenge card, but you also have the gold key, and that means that you will figure this out. This is temporary energy, okay? You do have this, at least at times this month, you're going to feel like being left alone. Like I said, there's a lot to unpack, and it strikes me as the type of month where a lot goes on in your brain. You might be feeling one way one day, and the next day you might feel completely different. You might have one problem one day, and then the next day there's a different problem to overcome, or happiness to it's a lot in a short period of time. So over here in advice, you'll be taken care of in difficult times. A lot of us don't believe that. Believe me, I get that. When we're going through difficult times, we feel very alone. But you have to have this intuition about you that everything's going to be okay. It says intuition here, and the intuition is covered by the owl, and your intuition is going to be on point this month. So trust your intuition. And another sign of protection here is this angel pendant, and the angel pendant, along with the feeling of protection here in advice and guidance, leads me to believe that there's someone on the other side that is watching you and looking out for you. And it may be someone that you're aware of or someone that you're not aware of, but there's somebody on the other side that does watch you, whether you believe it or not. And over here you have under love and partnership, dissatisfaction with life. You might be feeling dissatisfied with your love life, at least for part of the month. You do have love aspected here, so the dissatisfaction is love. You're dissatisfied with either who you're meeting, who you're with, the way things are going. There's a jealousy card here, and it may indicate you at least subconsciously feeling jealous of certain people around you that seem to have found the happiness that you're looking for. I do believe this is temporary energy because, like I said, there's a lot going on here. So these are thoughts that might come into your head and leave just as quickly as they came. Over here with your, let me see, wait. This is, believe, is social life, right? So you have, with your social life, you might be traveling or thinking about traveling. You might be trying to look for someone to travel with. You might be looking to get away. You do have spiritual love here, and it's under your social life. So there may be someone that you jive with. I mean, it could be a friend that you're saying, hey, let's just go away. And you do have the bullshit be gone spray. So at the same time, like I said, there's a lot going on, right? At the same time, you may be feeling inclined to go away with someone. At the same time, you're looking to spray this spray towards other people in your life. There's some people that are absolutely getting on your nerves, and you really need to get away from them. Over here in your career, you have the torch, and you also have friendship. There is a friend in your life that may help you with your career. Keep that torch lit, Sagittarius. You may feel downtrodden about certain things with your career, but if you keep the torch lit and you keep turning rocks over, you're going to get to a safe haven. There's not much going on with your career this month, to be honest. All the charms are located towards the middle and on this side. So here with your money, it does say the birth of a new enterprise with the stork. So the stork might be a new enterprise. It might be a new business you're thinking about doing, or it might just be a new opportunity. You have opportunity twice here. It doesn't look like a huge opportunity. It doesn't look like, oh my God, Elon Musk is going to contact me and give me this position. It doesn't look like that to me, but it looks like the start of something, the start of a way of thinking, the start of a direction. You do have difficult times here. And you also have this money card, which is honestly just telling you to be careful about spending. It's not terrible. It's not like, oh my God, you're going to be destitute this month or in January. No, but it's telling you to just rein in on your spending a little bit, especially around the holidays. You are, again, protected with this tiger's eye, okay? So whatever difficult times come, you're going to be protected. Now, with your health, there's a lot here, okay? And your health could be mental, physical, or both. So keep in mind when I say, not that you're having bad health, but let's just say you were. It could just be a bout of depression, right? It could be a very, very long COVID. It could be a cold. It could be anything. People automatically go cancer or something like that, but it's not, generally speaking, it's not that severe. So with that in mind, let's look at this. You have light. I don't want to move things too much here, but it says you have control your anger. So your anger, you might be, like I said, there's a lot going on and you have highs and lows this month, and your anger might be a source of illness. You know, if you get angry too much and you suppress it, or even if you expel it, the anger turns into stomach problems. It turns into all kinds of other things. So they're telling you to control your anger. Something might happen to anger you. Something that is pretty fertile. There is something that looks like one thing but is something else. So that is a little bit of a warning. Not to get it very well might be something that looks a lot worse than it is. So you have here, let me see, under here it says commitment. So you need to have a commitment to yourself to keep your health in check, whether that's your physical or mental health. You need to zero in on that and really hone in on your peace. your physical and mental peace. You have here, be brave. You also have travel, right? There's some travel, and travel's indicated twice. You might be thinking about traveling somewhere. The traveling brings you a lot of joy, right? You might be thinking, hey, I really need to get away. Now, there's something about this travel that, is it the travel? There's something going on here with the ruby and the pine cone. There's something that you're uncovering, and it has something to do with somebody. There's somebody that is doing something behind your back. Somebody that doesn't have your best interests at heart here. Could be a male, to be honest, because you have the Seven of Swords. You have what I call like the gem of cheating. And, the cheating could be actual cheating in a romance, or it could just be cheating you, lying to you, telling you it's one thing when it's another. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend or a work colleague that's trying to do this to you. But you do have this earring of shame. You have the Seven of Swords here. And it's right next to the phallic symbol, which is male. So there might be a man in your life that isn't very good for you or is not a friend. They act like your friend, but they're not your friend, and it's someone very close to you. It's someone right here in the middle, very, very close to you. You do have whatever, let's see what else is close to you. You have an Aquarian that's close to you. You have the symbol of Aquarius here, which I always look at as Aquarius or something that's alien to you, but in this case I do think it's an Aquarius. You have the mushroom, which is whatever relationship you have with this Aquarius is going to blossom and mushroom into something really nice. And you have here, what is this? You have, it's this side, okay, I'm sorry, forever in my heart. All right, so this relationship you're having with this Aquarius, whether it's a romance or a friendship, is very deep. It's very profound. It's something that's going to last forever. This could be a family member, a friend, a lover. But just keep in mind that there is something else going on with a male. There is something going on with a male that you really need to look at. And like I said, don't flip out and think it's the guy or the woman excuse me, I said woman. Don't flip out and think it's the male you're dating. Okay? It might be, but it also might be a male at work. It could be a male in your family. There's something going on here that's not very good. There is an earring of shame. There is Seven of Swords. There is a male phallic figure here. So I'll leave it at that. You do have the snake here as well, actually. Right? You have the snake charm here, a snake charmer. This is all coming together for me. And this says family. So for some of you, for sure, there is a man in your family who is not very nice, a liar, a manipulator, and a snake. And they're somehow in this reading this month, so they might have some bearing on your month, okay? So really keep that in mind, because that's very strong. You see how it's all concentrated right here? And so, yeah, there's a lot of things happening this month, Sagittarius. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything awful. It doesn't look like there's anything amazing, but it looks like you're planning to make your life amazing. Let's see the bottom of the deck. What does it say here? It says, reinvent yourself. It says a transformation is taking place. Yeah, I would say so. You're in the planning stages of something. You might be planning a change in your career. You're trying to plan it and stake out new territory. You might be feeling stagnant where you are. You might be feeling the need to travel. You might be feeling antsy about standing still for too long. You're definitely, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. Yeah, I don't know how I overlooked this. This is standing out, right? Under family, you do have the Three of Swords here, too. And it's reversed. Now, most of the time, I mean, I would say 30% of the time I'll read reversals with these charms, right? Not many. This is reversed. Now, let's look at this. I wish I could focus this camera a little bit better to get a close-up, but it'll ruin everything. You have the snake here. You have the Three of Swords. You have the earring of shame. You have the Seven of Swords, and you have the male figure. This is all pointing, and this is under family. You are going to hear from a family member this month, or you're going to have an interaction with a family member this month. There is something going on. Maybe this person hurt you in the past because it is reversed. So maybe this is an incident that happened in the past. The snake is here. The earring is here. The Seven of Swords is here. The phallic symbol is here. This is a warning. And, you know, I don't know if you'll even remember to come back to this video after the month is over, but I'd really like to hear who this is because this is very strong energy coming from it. I'm going to pull a card for you, and then we will finish out the reading. Show me Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, we have influence, and at the bottom of the deck you have childhood. Okay, you know, this family member may have something to do with your childhood, something that influenced you, something that may be impacting you as we speak. I really do wish you a lot of luck. I will see you during your serpent reading. Namaste and big hugs, Sagittarius. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Let's see. Let's get started. We'll start with self. It says tough and trying times, and it says you may need to defend yourself. And you also have the rock of protection, self-protection. So under self, you're going to feel the need to protect yourself this month against something somewhere. Okay. Here in guidance, you have, there's twists and turns. There's a fortune cookie here, which is a surprise. There's some kind of surprise, twists and turns, things that happen that you're not prepared for. Doesn't say anything negative. The fortune cookie usually means something positive. So we have happiness, which makes sense, right? And we also have a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So a journey inward, I think, is what we're looking at here. There's twists and turns you're going to have to evaluate. There is a surprise here on the table, okay? For my Scorpions out there, we have love and partnerships. It says you will receive a gift. There you go. You will receive a gift, Scorpio. You do have, let's see, you have the Lovers. You have, sorry about that. I believe that's Leo, right? Yeah. You have the sign of Leo here on the table, and you will have luck. You obviously, and this says here, care required. So yeah, you're going to receive something. It's going to require sensitivity on your part, and for some reason, in some way. The Lovers obviously could be a Gemini. You have Leo and Gemini here, but more than that, the Lovers is a choice, and you're going to have to make the choice to be careful with someone's feelings. You're going to have luck coming from this, but you need to handle it correctly. So you have to actually weigh your response before you respond. Think about someone's feelings, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, it could be a Leo or a Gemini, or it just could be a matter of pride and a decision you have to make, right? Here in social circle, which is basically your friendships, you have a dark woman. And the dark woman is obviously a female in your life, could be dark skinned, could be someone who has dark hair. In some instances, it's actually someone with a dark soul, but I'm not feeling that here. This is just somebody who's dark in some way, dark eyes, dark hair, dark skin, something like that. And they're instrumental in some way in your social life. Look for signs and synchronicities that point to, and this is at the bottom of the deck, you do have the card of friendship. So I'm thinking this is a friend of yours that is a positive aspect in your life in some way. I'm going to start at the bottom here. At the bottom here, we for family, and this is home and family. This could be someone that you're living with, or it could, yeah, it is someone. It's someone that you're living with that you're going to have lots of really hot sex with. And it's unsettling times. You need to plan ahead. So you might get so lost in the feeling of sensuality this month that you forget to plan ahead for something. You forget something integral that you need to think about. So don't let your scales go like this. Try to even them out a little bit, along with all the amazing sex that you might have this month. Try to really think about other things that are going on in your life. In other words, try to strike a balance. What does this say? This says, where there's a will, there's a way. And it's going straight from yourself and your home straight up to your core. So where there's a will, there's a way. You can find a balance. You don't have to choose one thing so drastically to where everything else suffers. So give that some thought. You do have here under your health and well-being, work, achievement, and success with a surprise. You have a surprise aspected 3 times. You're getting a surprise this month in some way. That's a guarantee. You have something that needs to be exercised from your life, and it has something to do with your money. There's something that may be impacting your money, or it could be your job, but it's something that you need to move away from and move on to something else. You have also here, what is this? I love you to the moon and back. Right on surprise. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there is something going on in your love life with a surprise here this month. And you have the romance card. Some of you could absolutely be having a work romance, somebody at work that you're having a relationship with. For others of you in the romantic department, you're going to be receiving a surprise. And there's no doubt about that. You have here, never ever give up, which is self-explanatory. And it says she did it anyway. So yeah, there are at least 1 or 2 of you here having a work romance. It might be covert. You know better than that, but you did it anyway. You have all the sexual energy this month, so it's not surprising. I guess it doesn't say to be careful, but I guess I'm telling you to be careful. Career and finance, you have the key to something, successful outcome to your problems, along with Aries energy. There is successful outcome to your problems. Now, as far as career goes with Aries energy, obviously you could have Aries highly aspected in your chart. Goes without saying, but an Aries season is coming up. You have March and April for Aries season, and some change to your career could be taking place at that time. You have travel indicated along with your intuition. So your intuition is going to help you with this change. You have the key here. You're going to be pushed in a direction, or maybe a new role at work, or maybe a brand new job. It's going to be on the table, and you're going to have to make a decision about that. Use your intuition to make this decision. You might be planning travel in some way to get away from everything. Now, in your, in your career, you also have the stone of peace. So whatever decision you make, and I have a feeling that for many of you, it's going to be an Aries season, it's going to lead to peace. Whatever sort of non-peaceful energy you have in your work and career is going to end up at a place of peace once you make this decision. You're being asked to use your intuition here. Let me pull a card for Scorpio. Scorpio, please. Scorpio, please. Let's try this again, Scorpio. Give me 1 second. All right, got it. Scorpio. Give me a card for Scorpio. Give me 1 card for Scorpio, please. No, it's not coming out. This is why I do everything fast. I shifted to warp speed for this because you never know when this is going to happen. Okay, Scorpio, you have Cosmos. And at the bottom of the deck, you have protection. So I did say you were protected here, especially with the shield. You're going to feel the need to protect yourself. And I have to tell you, this card, what usually stands out to me is the hand over the mouth. It looks like a hand. It's not, but it looks like a hand. So you might want to speak less and listen more. You might need to protect yourself in that way. The cosmos, the universe is on your side here. You're going to be able to get out of this and into a brand new leveled up situation. You have the help of a dark woman, whoever that is to you, somebody that is on your side, a friend. You have protection, and you have a leveling up, I think, in the spring, in the early spring. And you're going to find peace in this. You're going to ultimately be at peace. But don't forget about the surprise. When you uncover the surprise, please let me know what it is, because now I'm curious. Namaste, Scorpio. Okay, Leo, let's get started here. Let's start with yourself. Okay, so there is some sort of change going on within yourself. This month you will be obviously spending time with your family because it is the holidays, so that is no surprise. You are protected in some way, and it is under spirit, so there is a spirit on the other side that is protecting you for sure. In guidance, it looks like there's somebody coming into your life, somebody new. Now, obviously, it could be a romantic partner for some of you, and for others of you, it could be somebody that's coming into your life under advice. And over here it says reinvent yourself. There might be also someone coming into your life for others of you to help you reinvent yourself for your career and your finances. We'll see how that goes over there. But there might be somebody that comes into your life and gives you advice about that, something like that. And it could go either way depending on your situation. Over here, let's see what this says. This says, where there's a will, there's a way. And that crosses in between guidance and love. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you're looking to bond with somebody, if you're looking to pull someone back into your life, if you're looking to manifest a new person into your life, where there's a will, there's a way. And it couldn't be a better charm for a Leo, because Leos are very willful that way. And it's one of the things I really like about them. Here in love and relationships, you do have some tears that may fall. Some of you may be quite tired of somebody to the point where you're looking to spray the bullshit be gone spray. You do have a surprise in store for you this month from somebody. So as much as you might be having problems with this person, you're also going to get a surprise that looks very nice. It looks positive. You do have the owl here as well. So use your wisdom and your intuition here, Leo, to balance things out and figure out exactly what you should be doing. I don't see any great warnings here. There's nobody stabbing you in the back or anything like that. So this just looks like a relationship that has its ups and downs, put it that way. Okay, social life. You have compliments from an admirer and tough and trying times. So yeah, you might have, I really think this bleeds into your romance, to be honest with you. Do you see how it's both? You have all positive and negative, positive and negative. It sounds like somebody that you have had a lot of ups and downs with, and you will continue to have ups and downs with. And you do have the owl here. I'm going to point that out again, along with where there's a will, there's a way. You could make this work if you want to. If you don't want to, you could also make it go away. So the choice is yours. You do usually I read the bottom of the deck after, but I'm going to read it now. There is romance here. And once again, doesn't that go along with everything else? Romance, surprises, and teardrops. Romance, surprises, and bullshit be gone. So it's like, yeah, it sounds like you're having ups and downs with someone here this month. Now, you have the sign of Aquarius twice here. In two different forms. You have the amethyst here, And you also have the alien. So you could have an Aquarian in your life that is highly aspected as a partner, or you could have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart. And another or is Aquarius season is coming up. So something with this relationship could happen. Something major could happen between January and February in Aquarius season. So keep that in mind, okay? As we move along here on your career, it says career and business, you have lighthearted, carefree time and friendship. Like there might be a friend that comes in at the last minute. I think I talked about this. There could be someone coming into your life to help you in some way. It seems to be very lighthearted. It doesn't seem to be, okay, let's sit down and have this tough conversation. It looks more like, let's sit down and see if we could make sense of this to make you level up, right? It seems like you're getting advice from somebody to level up. Here, over here, okay, you have under finances and wealth. You may feel tied down or a little frustrated by your current situation. But it does have manifestations here as well. The manifestation card is pretty powerful, and especially in the wealth section, and it means you are manifesting something, but it's just not coming to fruition now. It seems the speed of this is a little frustrating to you. You're frustrated about it. Here you have, we're all mad here. And, you know, that could very well mean that you're trying to make money in a way that's unconventional, or in a way that maybe some people don't agree with or understand. So the big smile, we are all mad here. Just grin, smile, shake your head, and go on with your plans. Blink like an owl and do what you want anyway. You have the sign of Leo right next to the sign of Aquarius. And again, I'm going to say Aquarius is meaningful to you, Leo, in some way. It's right towards the center. This is very close to you. You also have the stone of fertility. So all the seeds you're planting are fertile seeds. They're not dead seeds. And you're going to reap the rewards, but it's not at the speed you like. I can see that. Here in health and well-being. Now, health and well-being could be your mental health, your physical health, or both, right? And it says unsuccessful outcome to a problem, but it's coupled with this money symbol. So money could be very heavily laying on your brain right now, and it's causing you maybe some nervousness. And the advice here is to declutter your brain so you can think clearly. And maybe that's why this person comes in to help you sort things out. You need to sort things out. Instead of drifting along aimlessly, you need to have a plan, because when a Leo has a plan, nothing stops them. But when they're off center and they don't know which way to go, they tend to spin in circles, and that makes them very upset, because they're a successful sign. They bask in success. Here, under your family, you have wisdom. There might be someone in your family who is going to sit down with you and lay some wisdom on you. And if not, there is some wisdom to be gained by someone in your family, even if it's not exactly that particular thing. You have Mule, and there is someone that's very stubborn around you. So you may find it difficult to get through to them in some way. But you do find great happiness with your family. Bottom line, there is some happiness to be had here. This is a mixed bag of nuts for sure, but I think the general theme is that you're going to have ups and downs in your romance, with your relationship. It's either someone from the past or someone that's in your life right now. Aquarius is a big, big thing, and I'm not sure. Like, it could be different for all of you. But keep in mind, Aquarius season, the sign of Aquarius, something's very positive here, or very highly aspected, I should say. There's Aquarius is very, very important in this reading. I'm going to pull one more card for Leo, please. One more card for Leo. It says reincarnation, Leo, and at the bottom of the deck we have influence. So, yeah, reincarnation could mean a lot of things. It could mean that you have lived a past life with this person. It also could be a reinvention, right? Where is that card? Where are you? Here it is. It could be a reinvention of yourself. You're reinventing yourself. Some of you are reinventing yourselves. You're stepping into a different, you're wearing a different hat. You want to manifest a different life, a different you. And for others of you, like I said, there is a karmic connection with someone that's presently in your life that you've lived a past life with. And this influences you. There is an influence here. This situation is highly influential to you, and I'm not sure whether that's positive or negative, but I'm definitely saying that it is an influence. And you do also have this positive influence coming in to sit down with you and discuss something and sort of iron things out so you have a clear path to success. You might be feeling like you're spinning right now and you need to get off that merry-go-round and just do that. And when I'm telling you, when a Leo does that, there's no stopping them. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I am going to be doing your serpent reading next and the big end of year reading. Namaste, Leo. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Excuse me. Let's get started here, shall we? All right. So we're going to start with self. This is your true spirit, yourself. You might be feeling a little dissatisfied with your life in some way. You have nature and declutter. So yeah, you know, for some of you, getting out in nature is a remedy for having a head that's cluttered with different things that are going on. You need to declutter. You absolutely need to declutter something in your life, and I really believe it's psychological. So getting out in nature in whatever way is good for you and whatever way you do it, I think would be a real remedy for that. Here in guidance, you do have dark man. So there's some sort of advice coming from a male figure in your life that you might want to pay attention to. You have the sign of Capricorn here as well. Now, it's along with the sunshine, so this is good advice from a male figure in your life who may be a Capricorn, may have Capricorn highly aspected in their chart, or this may be coming during Capricorn season, which is, you know, very, very soon. The end of December, beginning of January. So let's move on here. In love and partnerships, we have personal riches and we have secret admirer. You might have a secret admirer, Cancer, that you're unaware of. There is something romantic in your life that's brewing for sure. You have here this sign of Sagittarius. You have this, you have the moon, which is Cancer, so you showed up in your own reading, and you have love, coinage, and adventure. These are all really good omens, by the way. You have something that's almost right on top of you is the star, and that's right in the middle of your reading. That is the closest thing to you, and that would be the sign of Aquarius, or it would be the sign of a sign of hope or a wish coming true, which is beautiful energy. There is beautiful things brewing here. I really think that your weekly reading was pretty similar when it came to relationships, along with this star energy that you have in the middle. It says drive safe. So yeah, you might be, I'm not saying you're going to get into a car accident, but there is a warning here to drive safely. So I would heed that warning for sure. So here in your social life, you do have the marriage card. And it's two things coming together. It doesn't have to be a legal marriage. It very well could be. But it's two things that are coming together beautifully, and you have a major life change and an opportunity. And you do have the tooth, and the only warning here would be whatever it is you're deciding to do during this time, make sure it doesn't bite you later. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, because honestly, this is all beautiful energy. And for each of you, it's going to be different as far as what this opportunity is. It's either an opportunity for brand new love. It's an opportunity to build upon the love that's already in your life and make it better, stronger. Or it's some sort of, listen, normally I would say, it could be a work situation, but I don't think it is. This is definitely emotions and love. So you're in for a romantic month. Now, you do have challenges here at the bottom of the deck for the month. So let's see how everything ties together. We'll look at your business. This is career and business. Someone or something is leaving your life. And it's something that's going to cause you some reflection. This could be anything. And being that it fell under career, it could be a partnership that you're in. It could be a coworker that gives you news that they're leaving. Or it could be literally a job leaving your life. So it's nothing bad, but it is a change. And it's a challenge, I would assume. So here in money, finances, you have romance, celebration, and party. So your mind is on romance this month, more so than money. And you have society. Let's see, what does this say? It says, say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Okay, for sure. So yeah, this is very laden with romance. It's dripping with sensuality and love. So I like that for you. Here, close to the center, it says, own your dreams. And that's very close to you, too. And with the star card, you can't ask for a more beautiful combination. The only thing here, and it's worth noting, but it's really just a footnote, is that you may be tempted to do something, and it may get in the way of this beautiful metamorphosis that you're going through. So there is a tiny warning there to just be careful. You're going to hear, you have luck with your health. You have the clover here, but you're going to, with the bell here, the bell means something clicks, a light bulb goes off in your head, and it has something to do, it's on the border here. So it could be something with your money, or it could be something with your health, and it could be a combination of both. So let's see what we have here with your health. It says there might be a misunderstanding. So you might get a scare. Like, I know that when I was pregnant, I had a blood test that came back really bad, and I was really worried, and it was all for nothing because my daughter is fine. She was fine and she is fine. And it says temporary situation. So you may have a worry over nothing. Temporary situation. You do have manifestations that are heading your way. And with the 4-leaf clover here, you couldn't ask for a more lucky combination. You have a beautiful reading, and I really like giving good news for sure. It says wisdom. It says to focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. And with this wisdom card, the heed advice, and with this man, there has to be a man in your life that is going to come to you with some sort of advice or something that is pretty heavy this month. I mean, I'm not saying heavy in a bad way, but it's definitely come up twice, and it's something that's going to help you. It doesn't really look like you need all that much help. You look like you're going to have a decent month here. So show me something for Cancer. You have source, and you also have vulnerability, and you also have at the bottom of the deck potential. There is a lot of potential in this reading, and it's mostly romantic potential, I can tell you. There is there is a vulnerability about you this month, then it's not going to go. A lot of times when I see vulnerability, it's a warning not to be vulnerable. But in this particular instance, it looks like your vulnerability is met. You know, the source here is different for all of you, but I really think that it's either someone coming into your life that's brand new from source, or it's somebody that you have already invested in that will bring this to the next level. You're definitely leveling up romantically here, Cancer. Beautiful reading. Sorry so short, but honestly, that's all I have to say. It's just there's no warnings here. There's no grit. There's no congestion. So it looks like your month is going to be pretty nice. I really wish you all the luck, and I will see you during your serpent reading. Namaste. Hello, Virgo. Let us go forth on your reading. So we'll start with spirit self here. We have some challenges that you may have to overcome here. And there are internal challenges. You may be torn about something. You may have a lot on your mind. It says here to get out in the sunshine and nature, to clear your brain and to get back on track. If your brain seems muddled with all kinds of issues and problems, you need to clear it. And you need to get that Virgo mind processing things in the way that it's used to if you're feeling this way. So you'll definitely overcome these problems. You just need to clear your brain so your brain has a chance to work its magic. You have here in advice and guidance, stepping into a new experience, and that's advice and guidance. So Spirit is trying to tell you to, you do also have the perseverance card here. Spirit is telling you to persevere. Try stepping into a new experience if you're offered one this month. You have the moon, which is, you know, in this reading anyway, I think there are things that you keep to yourself. There might be stressors that you're keeping to yourself. There might be confusion that you're keeping to yourself. You need to clear that out. Step into a new experience. Do something else other than worry. Get out into nature. Nature is a very beautiful antidepressant, and it provides clarity for many people, and I think it will do that for you. So you also have here, own your dreams. Don't forget about your dreams here, Virgo. And it says life is a gift. Yeah, it looks like you need a pep talk. You might be the one to having to do this to yourself. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, and it says stepping into a new experience with the Wheel of Fortune. It's pretty self-explanatory. You need a change here, if only to clear your own brain. You have Aries here on the table, so an Aries might be very important to you, or you might have Aries highly aspected in your chart, or something. Your perseverance here could pay off in Aries season, which is March, April. You have also, what does this say? Oh, it says drive safely, and that's very close to the center, which is very close to you. So be sure to be very extra cautious while you're driving this month. And this also says never give up. I mean, these are pep talks. Somebody out there definitely needs a pep talk. Okay, now for romance, you have the most difficult part of a situation is over. And it says disappointment. So you might have been disappointed. You might have been disappointed with a relationship recently. Something might have caused you to either sever a tie or at least consider severing a tie. With the change card here and the self-love crystal here, it's almost as if Spirit is asking you to choose yourself. Choose your own sanity. Choose your own self-love. Consider you, and make the right changes. Either make if it's a relationship, either make it better so it's healthy for you, or use the scissors and get rid of it and step into a new experience. Now, for a social life, it says that sex may be on your mind. It may be very prominently on your mind, and it says to just kind of keep that at bay so you don't make any mistakes. Here, travel might also be on your mind. You might be looking to book a vacation, or planning a vacation, or at least wanting to get away. Here in your career and business, it says use your intuition to make beneficial changes, and here's some challenges. You'll have some challenges in your career and your business, and it's asking you to use that Virgo intuition of yours to make the proper changes. And I guess that's why they're asking you to clear your mind here, so you can address that. It doesn't look like anything awful, Virgo. It just looks like you need to address certain things. Now, the best part, with money here, you have so many amazing omens here. You have wealth, obviously, and this is your finances and wealth. You have the gold key on top of wealth. You have personal riches. You pulled the card of personal riches, and you, on top of this, you pulled the charm of money. And what's this? Live your dream. Whatever's going on, Virgo, I wish I were you, because it looks like money is going to be very good. If you're expecting a windfall, or you're playing the lottery, I mean, I usually don't mention the lottery, but damn, I'd play it if this was my reading. This is very, very good energy for you to be in as far as money. All right. Before we get to that, let me see what's in the center. In the center, you have the 4-leaf clover, which is obviously luck, and it says not to give up. Look, you got never give up twice. There might be something you're doing for money, even if it's a side hustle, that you're losing momentum for, or you're saying, maybe that just won't work. Maybe I'll just do. And you had twice not to give up. You also have money coming in, or at least definitely the roots of something that's going to germinate into something big. So you've had way too many omens over here to give up. Don't do it. Don't give up. Okay. Here in your health and well-being, it says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble. What did I say? If your brain is looping, you don't have enough clarity to move into this great energy. So please clear your brain in whatever way you do it. They did offer nature up here as a remedy, but if that doesn't work for you, do whatever it is that you do, whether it's meditation, going to the gym, whatever it is that clears your brain and makes you grounded. That's what you need to do this month, and you need to do it a lot. You have also something that can be, there is an amplification crystal here, something that in your health that you could be amplifying out of. You might be looking at something and worrying about something that you shouldn't. You're amplifying it. You also have here, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. More pep talk. Spirit is really giving you a pep talk. Now, with all that said, there is one warning here. You have the jealousy card. You also have the earring of shame. That's a charm. You actually have 2 earrings here. One is the liar. The other is the earring of shame. And here you have a smoky quartz. And in this reading, in my readings, I usually look at this like something is not clear. There is someone in your circle here that should not be trusted. Obviously, I don't think this is you. I think this is someone who is jealous of you. And if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There is something shameful, some lying going on here. And until this clears up, until you can clear your mind, don't make any decisions. Don't take what anyone says and make it real or true to you until you get the full picture. Here in home and family, there's somebody that might be leaving your life. This is the card of twists and turns. This is the chair empty card. And here we have the fortune cookie, which means something is going to be revealed. There's no great warnings here. I think it could be as simple as someone moving. It could be someone passing on that you already know is going to pass on. This isn't going to be a sudden death or anything like that. It could be someone passing over that, you know, needs to pass over because they're in pain. It could be someone moving. It could be anything. I don't think it's anything terrible though. And the fortune cookie will unfold as it's supposed to. Now, the great thing about this month is all this wealth and prosperity, and at the bottom of the deck, look what we have here. Look at that. Property. This might involve property. Okay? This might involve property. Definitely look into this, Virgo. This looks like an amazing... This honestly looks like an amazing reading. But just do me a favor and be careful driving. Because that did come out. So let's see. I will pull a card for Virgo, please. Give me a card for Virgo. Give me something for Virgo to take with them. You have... harmony. That's where you need to get. At the bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have source. Okay. So source, which is, in my opinion, the universe, or source would be anything that you look at as source. You know, whether it's Jesus, God, a saint, someone who's passed over, or the universe. If you just believe in the law of attraction. Source is telling you you need more harmony, more balance in your life to clear up this muddled thing so you can think clearly, because you have this beautiful opportunity heading your way and you don't want to miss it. I hope this helped. I will see you during your serpent reading. Namaste, Virgo. Okay, hello Libra. The cards are speaking to you a lot today. Let's look at this stuff. Okay, let's start with self. In your self column here, you have the spear, which is heartache over what you no longer have. And there's a lot of twists and turns for some reason. Twists and turns within yourself. Heartache over what you no longer have. You might be thinking of something that you've lost, or something that you feel that you're losing. You do have money on the table here. Something that you've lost. Heartache. You know, for some of you, this might be a loss of money. This absolutely might be. Or it might be a relationship that you've lost that impacted your finances somehow. Here in guidance, you have an older man indicated here, and an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. This might be a member of your family that you go to for guidance, because there are challenges here with the challenge card. So if there's somebody like this in your life, then you know that you can trust them, Libra. Let's see. You have under romance, vacation and opportunity. So if you're planning a vacation, if you're thinking ahead, or maybe you're about to go on vacation, there might be an opportunity on vacation for some romance. Something might happen that you're not really expecting. You do have the symbol for Aquarius here, so you might be going on vacation during Aquarius season, or very well might be in Aquarius. And I can see that there's another Aquarius symbol here too, so we'll get to that in a second. In between guidance and romance, it says never give up. So if you are downtrodden about things that have been going on, Spirit is trying to give you a little pep talk here and telling you not to give up, because something else is coming in your future here. Here in social life, you do have a stubborn person around you, and also a promise that you're going to be cared for, you're going to be taken care of. You have personal riches, and personal riches in this particular placement are people in your life. You have people in your life, or at least a person, a really good source of stability. While you go through whatever it is you're going through here, you do have people in your life that really care about you. Here in, you know what, I'm going to move on to this. This is your business, career and business. You have, if you're feeling tied down or frustrated, this is temporary, okay? So if you're feeling like that, it's temporary. There might be some property involved somehow in this at this time, either an investment or maybe your home. There might be some kind of stress involved there. You have under finances and wealth, it says you'll be playing a different role. So, you know, you might be moving on to a different role as far as your work goes. You might be offered a new job. You might be looking for a new job. You might be looking for a completely different career, but you're putting on a different hat. And it's, according to the cards, at least some of you are going through some tough and trying times with your finances, and that's clear. So it may not be for all of you, but definitely for some of you. Wow, where do I begin here? You do have a once upon a time storybook, and there could have been something in your life that you're looking back and you're saying, I must have been crazy. You know, I was thinking like it was a fairy tale, like it was going to be X, Y, and Z, and it ends up being nothing like that. It could be on a personal level, or it could be on a job level, but it's something that's very close to the middle. And when it's close to the middle, this means that it's close to you. It's internal. It's very close to you. It's meaningful, right? Right next to this once upon a time, we have the earring. And this earring was given to me by a liar, someone who was claiming to be, you know, this amazing human being, and he lied about everything that he presented. So like, this could be a job that you are completely disenchanted with. It could be a person that lied to you and gave you a fairy tale as far as, oh, it's going to be great, it's going to be this and that, and you're like, tough and trying times. Yeah, you found out the truth, right? Here, well, dead center, you do have the alien. The alien is something that I usually point to Aquarius with, and being that you have the Aquarius symbol, I think I'm going to stick with that. There might be an Aquarius that's very close to you. Also, you could have a stellium yourself in Aquarius, or something highly aspected in your chart that makes you, this month anyway, act more Aquarian than Libra. So keep that in mind. You have here your fortune cookie. Let me see what else is here. You have the evil eye and the butterfly. So you have the evil eye, but this is a symbol of protection from the evil eye, and so you are protected. And it's your health. It's on the border between your health and your money. So whatever's going on, whatever tough and trying times are going on, and when your health could be your mental health, very well. If you're going through all this, I could see you suffering in some way. And you have the butterfly, and the butterfly is a transformation. So it's a promise of transformation here. And the fortune cookie next to the key is integral, because you're going to have some sort of a surprise that you're not expecting with this key and this fortune cookie. So, and it does fall under your well-being here. So, moving more into your, it says she did it anyway, right? She did it anyway. And it's right next to the stone of self-love. And so, yes, you might have doubts about yourself. Maybe someone made you feel doubtful about yourself, insecure, but you moved ahead, or you will move ahead and do it anyway. You're going to get through this, Libra. You have here, in your health, it says pay attention to your work. Okay, so your mental or physical health might interfere with your work, and it's just a warning. Sorry about that with my dogs. It's a gentle warning to definitely look at your work and don't neglect it. Waiting for news, a package or letter. You might be waiting for something, and it might not just be a letter. It might just be something important that you're waiting for. And there is a surprise. What did I say with the fortune cookie? The card of surprise. And this surprise has something to do with a male figure in your life, because there's a phallic symbol here. So there is a male figure in your life that's going to surprise you in some way with something. And you do have tiger's eye here as well. So it's a protective energy. It's a good surprise, okay? You have here in home and family, you have good advice from a wise person. And we talked about that, right? Definitely good advice from a wise person. And you will be shown the way, Libra. And finally, you have luck. So let me look at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is assert yourself. The advice is to assert yourself more. You might be going through a really tough time here. I'm not going to lie. This looks like you're getting over something, or you're trying to get over something. You're trying to move past something. It looks like someone might have lied to you about something. Someone might have sold you a bill of goods about a relationship or a job or something. You do have a key. You have a lot of really good omens here. So I'm not telling you not to worry, but I think that you need to look past the worry and look around you for this source of stability. You need to balance out your scales, Libra. You really do. Give me one for Libra, please. Give me one for Libra. Give me a card for Libra. Libra. Oh. Yeah, you have a toxic attachment. You might be getting over. Let me see what the bottom of the deck is. Harmony. How different is that? Yeah. So pretend these are your Libra scales, right? Toxic attachment. Harmony. There is a toxic attachment. I mean, yeah. There is, like I said, it's either a toxic workplace where you were lied to, or it is a toxic relationship where you were lied to. And what you're seeking now is balance and harmony, and I don't blame you one bit. You're going to heal through this. It may not feel like that right now, but you will. And you're going to get through this, I promise you. I will see you on your serpent reading, and that's my favorite reading of the month. Big hugs to all my Libra friends. Pisces, welcome to your reading. Okay, let's get started. We have under self, under you, we have an announcement, a bell going off. You might hear an announcement this month. And with the dog barking, I would say so. It does say advice from a friend, but I think with the dog barking and the bell, there is some sort of thing that you're going to come to learn. And it says to look for signs. And that there is care required here. So keep a lookout for signs and serendipitous things that happen, and take care to perhaps reach out to a friend and get advice. But look for signs this month. Signs are important. The reading will come together as we just keep going around the wheel here. We have advice and guidance. It says there's a period of frustration ahead of you. But the advice here is to let go and try to have some fun. It is the holidays. I understand you might be frustrated about something, but you do have the luck card here. You have a lot of really good things here, right? You do have some frustration, but you have luck card. You have the rainbow. It says never give up. You have the key. And it says to go out and have fun. So all that put together tells me that you may be frustrated with certain things, but there's a lot to be thankful for as well. Now, you do have the sign of Virgo here. There might be a Virgo that's very prominent in your life somehow. Or you may have Virgo highly aspected in your chart and you're operating from a more Virgo energy this month. Virgos are very meticulous. They're very detail oriented. So you can think about that. But with the key here, I think you've got this. You really have. Your love life looks a little difficult, right? You have difficult times here. And you also have heartache from what you no longer have. You might be thinking about something that you don't have. Maybe you're trying to manifest somebody. Maybe you're mourning the loss of somebody. Maybe someone froze you out with this ice cube. Or maybe you're feeling kind of cold emotionally because of something you've been through. So that's on the table for sure. Here in your social life, you have travel indicated. And you have protected from negative forces. So you are protected here. And you have friendship highly aspected this month. So you do have people around you that care. You have the fortune cookie, which is a nice little surprise coming up. And travel is indicated. So travel could be a short trip, you know, somewhere a few hours away. Or it could be an actual vacation that you're planning or that you'll be surprised with the fortune cookie. But either way, you do have friends that are there for you, which is really nice. You have here under your business and career, it says a chain of events that affects your life. And I do believe this is a positively aspected thing because you have the card of opportunity here. So with your career and business, you're going to have some sort of an opportunity in a chain of events. You'll meet someone who introduces you to someone else, or you'll spill coffee on your shirt somewhere and you'll have to ask for, you know, water to wipe it off, and the person that's standing next to you somehow has something to do with it. That's the kind of serendipity that I'm talking about. But there is a chain of events that leads to an opportunity for you this month. And you have here under your finances, it says good luck, which is great. Good luck and burnout. So yes, you're going to have some good luck with your money this month. Maybe you'll be receiving a gift or something, but there is a chance that you can become burnt out with something because some of you are working very hard at something, and you maybe are building momentum, which is great. And working hard is always a wonderful thing, but here it's just asking you to be careful and mindful of possible burnout. Maybe getting ill or something because you're kind of low on energy. Here in health, well, before we get to health, let's look at our border. This is our border between money and health. And, well, very close to you here, you have wish. There is a small wish coming true for you, Pisces. It's very, very close to you here. And it's going to be coming true very quickly. So keep a lookout for that. And it has something to do with money. It's in your money column. So there's that. You also have the card of exorcism and own your dreams. So yeah, your dreams might be coming true, but there is something you need to get rid of. For each of you, it'll be different, but this is something that affects your health and your money. It could very well be a romantic partner. It could be a job. It could be anything. It's going to be different for all of you. It could even be a family member. It could be anybody, anything or anyone. But there is something that you know you need to get rid of, and you should start working on that. In your health, there is the moon here, and there is subversive love. There is someone in your life that may have feelings for you that they're not expressing. You have here, I believe that's Capricorn, right? No, it's Leo. So you have Leo. You have a Leo sandwiched in between your money and your health as well. There could be a Leo, or like I said, Leo could be highly aspected in your chart. You could be operating from Leo. Leo is a very success-oriented sign. Or or something could have happened in Leo season for you. But you do have the sun shining for you, and you have the fairy tale book. And it's attached to a man. There is a man either coming into your life, or a man that's highly aspected in your well-being. This person is going to either come into your life or have a very strong hand in changing something that leads you to fulfillment. Leo is the sun card in the tarot deck. Sunshine is indicated here, and so are for dreams coming true and a wish coming true. So keep that in mind. You also have here, let's look at, this is your home. You have financial gain. Usually from something. This is a financial gain card, along with another form of protection, and you being a goal-oriented person. What did I say? I said Leos are very goal-oriented. You should check your chart. Check your chart at any natal chart generator and see where Leo is in your chart. It's very interesting when you find this out. Here you have the card of society, and it says say yes. Just say yes to whatever it is you're offered. There's something, you might be going through something really tough emotionally here, Pisces, and it may force you into a mindset of overwork and not enjoying yourself. And this is saying, say yes, especially if it's someone in your family and they say, why don't you come over for X, Y, and Z? Why don't we go and do X, Y, and Z? Go and do it. It'll clear your brain out. Here in the middle, you have this stone of self-love. You have the rose quartz, and it's right next to the stone of prosperity, of long-term prosperity. So you will, the more you love yourself through this situation, the more prosperous you're going to be. But you have to love yourself enough not to burn yourself out, whether you're burning yourself out at work or you're burning yourself out thinking about this situation, this thing that you no longer have. I really think that you have a lot here that's really good, and try to focus on the good instead of whatever it is that happened here, Pisces. Let's see. Give me something for Pisces, please. Give me a card for Pisces to take with them. Give me a card. Give me a card for Pisces. We have healing. Yeah, we talked about that. At the bottom of the deck, you have childhood. Interesting. Whatever it is that you went through with this romantic partner, Pisces, your childhood may be an indicator of where it stems from, if that makes sense. Sometimes we're attracted to people for the traumas that went on in our childhood. I'm just saying, our parents don't always mean to traumatize us. Life traumatizes us sometimes. Sometimes your parents are put in impossible situations and they need to get themselves out. And while they're doing that, they can't be perfect parents. It's just what happens. It's life. Some people have very difficult lives, and so they have to attend to those difficulties. And so there was something from your childhood that may have affected you in some way, like we all have, and it needs healing. It definitely needs healing, and you need to consider this and reflect on this and think about why this relationship came into your life. Why did it come into your life? Why did it leave your life? What did it teach you about you? What was your part in it? Even if the person was the worst person on earth, what was your part in it? Did you ignore red flags? Did you, there's a million different scenarios, but you need to reflect on all this, especially before the new year, so you have a really good grasp of what happened, why it happened, where it stems from, and what you're doing moving forward. You don't want to burn out on all this stuff. You want serendipity, you want love, and you do have a wish coming true. So please hang on to that, because not everybody gets that charm. I wish you all the luck. I will see you during your serpent reading. We're having a big end of year serpent reading. So I'll see you then. Bye, Pisces. Hello, Capricorn. Let's do your reading. Okay. Let us start with self. So in the self column, you do have a key, and the key is over these cards here. I just wanted to announce the key before it got lost underneath. And it says you're protected from negative forces here, which is good. I mean, this is your personal protection. Your sexuality is also highly prominent this month. You might be feeling quite amorous. You have your future card here as well. It says you may travel overseas. Either way, something grand awaits you. You do have the key here. Now, the protection is, I believe, and with the key, a protection for your future. Your future is protected here. Protection is highly aspected here, and you have the key to an important thing. And as we go through the reading, everything will come together. Here in advice and guidance, you have happiness. You have flowers. You also have never, ever give up, which is a spiritual pep talk. You also have an alien. Now, normally I would say that the alien represents Aquarius, and it could very well represent somebody in your life with Aquarius. It could be that Aquarius is highly aspected in your own chart, and you're operating from more of an Aquarian energy this month. But it also could be there's something that is alien to you that you need advice about, something that has you stumped, something that is not within your realm of understanding. So you can keep that in mind too. The health card here is on the table as well, and it says an excellent time to start an exercise program. Okay, for sure. If you're already exercising, then maybe you're looking to level up, and the advice here would be to do that. You need to challenge yourself in some way. Now, whatever it is that's alien to you, if you're not, if you have no Aquarian in your chart or an Aquarian in your life, is going to make you happy. And it's telling you not to give up. So it might be a challenge that you're facing here, Capricorn. But I think that you need a challenge. I think that you are really at your best when you're challenged. So love and relationships, it says great personal sorrow. I don't know about great personal sorrow, but I think that you may feel sad about something this month because you also are experiencing a major life change, and you are feeling a little salty about it, okay? You're feeling salty, and you have here it says to pretty much basically what it says is remember you are loved. But what stands out to me here is that you have sorrow, saltiness, major life change, and a compass. So you really need, your life may be redirecting. You may be working, you may be upset with someone, you may be sorrowful about the person and what they have done. Somebody may have done something to you to get you into this frame of mind, but it also pushed you to change your life in some way, change your direction, and for that, it's a good thing. So try to keep that in mind. Here you have in social life, it says assert yourself and affairs with your family. So in your circle, there might be something going on in your family unit that you need to assert yourself about. You need to stand up for yourself a little bit here, Capricorn. Here in career and business, there's a man highly aspected in your energy. So there's something, and you also have the card of achievement along with the fairy tale once upon a time. So there could be something really great coming into your life as far as career and business, and it centers around a man coming into your life. I think that that's something you should definitely look out for. Now, for as far as your finances go, it says something important such as a new job or a raise, and it says get back to the basics. So All of that sounds really good, for sure. And you have here, it says love life. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems. Well, but you know what? Yes, this is in your wealth. So don't let whatever's going on here with this sorrow affect your business mind. Keep them separate. When you're finished crying or getting upset or angry over whatever happened, then take that, put it in a box, put the box on the shelf, and tend to your work. And keep a very separate thing, compartmentalize as much as possible so one thing doesn't affect the other. You do have 1984 here. Now, this could be a reference to the book 1984. You should Google that. Something to do with your finances. Or it could be the year 1984 is very, very important in this reading somehow. That's interesting. Not a lot of people get that, so I find that very fascinating for you. You have here under health and well-being, a meeting with a stranger could be important. And I think this stranger has something to do with this man. There's something going on here. And health and well-being, I mean, it doesn't have to be health per se. It could be just your well-being. Your well-being is affected by this. Your well-being is affected by this in a good way. It's a positive thing. You have the surprise coming from this meeting, this chance meeting. You also have, I have an angel watching over me, and I call him Dad. So there is, for many of you, you know, I was going to say you have the angel's wing here, right in the middle, very close to you. Okay? And so I was going to say there's somebody on the other side looking out for you, and this might be your father. It might be a father figure, or it might be someone, one of your ancestors that looks at you in a very fatherly way. But there is definitely someone on the other side that watches over you and offers you protection with this tiger's eye. And there is another place on here. Where is it? There was protection mentioned somewhere else here too. Now there's something that I'll get to it. I know it's here somewhere. But anyway, you are protected, Capricorn, 1,000% protected. And it says, we're all mad here. Yeah, you might have a zany side to you for sure, or a side that perhaps people don't understand. You're full of wisdom and perseverance, and it needs to show this month. It needs to show. You need to let that shine this month, because it's going to really help you in whatever it is that's going on. And you have here, believe in love. Yeah, believe in love, even though you might be going through some stuff. Leave the door open a crack, because better things are going to be coming for you next month. And at the bottom of the deck over here, you have reflection. So you need to reflect on all this, including who's watching over you, including separating your emotions from your business. All that needs reflection from you. Now, in home and family, it says reinvent yourself. You need to approach something differently. And it says danger and money matters. There might be somebody in your family or in your family unit that is not dependable or frivolous with money. And so you have to address that. There is something there that needs to be addressed, and it has to do with your family. And of course you have this beautiful angel's wing, which is the closest thing to you in this reading. So whatever it is you're going through, understand that not only is spirit and the universe helping you through it, you have someone on the other side, an ancestor of some kind. For Capricorn, please. For Capricorn, please. Capricorn, you have erosion, and then you have at the bottom of the deck, okay. You have a toxic tie in your life. You have a toxic tie. There's a toxic attachment in your life, and it is causing erosion. It is eroding you. I think with these teardrops and the salt, I really think you know who this is, and you know what tie I'm talking about. And you have to deal with this. Reflect on it, and separate it from your money and your business. Understand you're protected and you'll get through this, but you need to stop the erosion. enough is enough, right? You've been through enough. You've eroded enough. This attachment's not doing you any favors except taking from you. It's not adding to you. You need to address this, my Capricorn. Oh, and don't forget, this month I'm doing a birthday pick a card reading just for you. So definitely tune in for that. Click the notify bell and it'll just let you know when all these readings post, but especially your birthday reading. I wish you all the luck. Namaste.